Hello guys, this place may not look familiar to you, and that is probably because the old world died. Basically there were some issues with some things that went on. We're not going to say any names, but basically we had to start anew, and I didn't want to make you guys watch me do everything from scratch again, so I've built a house. That's my power plant, that's my factory, this is my strip mine. This time I decided to make everything be separate buildings and look really nice, just, you know, because last time I didn't think everything looked aesthetically pleasing. Like I said, I'm not going to make you guys watch everything, so I'm going to build a processing facility over here, and I'm going to build my power plant here. And, in fact, this episode's probably going to be little fragments of me doing little things to get things running, but, I was going to show you a small part of the factory facility, because before I had the Cobble Gobbler 3000, and that thing is what was creating the lava cells that I was using to power my shiznit. But now, we're not sure. There were some lag issues with the server, and basically our map has so much stuff on. I think it was lights. There were way too many lights on the server, and it was keeping the server from being able. Anyway, we're going to stop talking about that now. And basically, I'm going to build some dark matter relays and some energy condensers. Energy, there it is. And to do that, I have to go to the Nether and get glowstone. But it's going to be the same setup as before, which I'll show you when it's done being built. But instead of having a Cobble Gobbler create the lava cells, it's going to be an energy condenser and a dark matter relay. There it is. And a dark matter relay. So that's what we're using in place of a Cobble Gobbler this time. It should be more efficient, and we will see how it turns out. Alrighty guys, so here is my new infinite energy system. This time using the energy collectors and antimatter relays that I talked about. The energy collectors take the power, or the light rather, from the glowstone and turn it into EMC. It feeds that EMC into these relays, my bad, I'm getting my terms mixed up, and these relays feed it into la condenser. The condenser makes lava cells, and this little thing here is a filter. Now a filter is like a retriever, except you can see it's a lot cheaper to make. Now when I made a retriever, I had thought that was the only thing that could pull items from chests to pneumatic tubes. Well, it turns out that retrievers don't have to be directly touching the object. Like, you can put a retriever farther down the line and just attach a tube to the chest or item to withdraw from it. Whereas with a retriever, you can just put it next to it and then it will start drawing from it. And since that's what we do anyway, I built a retriever this time so I didn't have to worry about getting some ender pearls. Then, like usual, pneumatic tubes, they feed into these geothermal generators, and these guys power these MFEs that I built. And that's about it for the factory. I'm going to continue building things up and getting us back to a place where we can explore new things. And once I'm a little bit farther along on the new world here, I'll bring you guys back and we can start exploring the new possibilities with a fresh landscape. This probably isn't going to be an end of the video, since this is only like 2 or 3 minutes of dialogue, so I'll see you in the next section, which will probably be days and days from now for me. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my little humble abode. Yeah, I believe there's a little clip before this, but I filmed that clip so long ago, oh, right, that was about using condensers and thingies for power. Right, okay, it's all coming back to me, it's all coming back to me. Well, I thought I'd give you a proper tour around the current compound before we went gallanting off into creating things. like I said before, I wanted to kind of get myself up to speed with resources and stuff before I threw us back into the perpetual pool of technological improvement. So the first thing I have over here is your standard rubber farm, sticky sap farm, whatever you call it. Just, you know, kind of like what I had back at the old place, except now we have chickens to guard it. So should someone come and try to steal my sticky sap, they will be viciously attacked by chickens. Okay, what we have over here is what I like to call the Porto de la Nether. Really, it's just a fancy way to say the nether portal, you know, it looks kind of nice, And here is the new house. It is just a house now. It also has some temporary storage in it until I get the rest of that junk sorted out, which is why you guys are here, because we're going to be doing that together. And I, of course, reinstalled my lovely toggle lights. Same as before, you guys have seen that, and I threw my sword. Okay, onward, and I'm going to take you over to the power plant, where I have some new things to show off to you. You guys will be familiar with the lava cell setup, as it is the same as before. There is a new thing though. I have this thing here, which is just another one of these, except with more relays and more collectors, and this one is sitting here producing diamonds for me, which is really helpful, because you need a crud ton of diamonds in Tekkit. Like, seriously. Like, the amount of resources you need would be impossible Minecraft-wise. Anyway, this is our factory, and right now all it has is manual stuff for manual use. You can, if I took a couple blocks out here, you can see our pipes just come over from the other facility, and yeah, all is good and all is well in the world with that. So what I want to start doing today is I want to start working on this facilitad. And we're going to do this aside from the machines themselves. These machines right here, the macerator and all that good stuff, are indeed going to be industrial craft machines. However, I'm going to do the whole sorting and moving system to be red power based, because I love me some red power. I'm so excited to get into the stuff for that. It's just crazy the amount of stuff you can do with it. Alright, so where we're going to need to start here, let's start with my vision for this factory, which is probably never going to be accomplished, but it's always good to have a vision. What I would like is for there to be a chest right here, and you just put whatever in that chest, and the processing facility takes it out of the chest and puts it where it needs to go. Ambitious, I know, but it can be done, and we shall do it, my gosh darn it. So, let us do so. Now, the first thing we're going to need is the starting chest for the assembly line. In fact, we're going to need a whole crud ton of chests. So I have some of those here somewhere. There we go. I have a bunch of alchemical chests. So, the only annoying thing about having a compound instead of a house is there's a lot of running back and forth. Like, I want to go place this chest down and then literally run back to the house to start crafting things. So, by gosh dang it, I'm going to throw this thing down. Okay, so where am I going to throw it? Someplace that's easy and accessible right here. And the first piece of the puzzle has been placed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now I'm going to, realizing all the things I'm going to have to build, I'm going to pause and get, well, actually, I have, what do I have? I have a furnace, a macerator, and a condenser already. I have another set of those, which is good. That's about all I need at the moment. So I'm going to come in here, go to my machine chest. I'm going to need all of this gold cable, and macerator, extractor, alrighty. So we're going to go place these down where we want them. So the first thing that our ores are going to go into, well, I say our ores, but it could really be anything. The first link in the chain is going to be a macerator. And so that macerator is going to go there. And this macerator has the ability to pump into this furnace. Right here. There we go. And we also need a place for the rubber, which will be the beautiful extractor. Right there. And I also, for future purposes, we're going to need what's called scrap, and you get scrap from a recycler. There it is. So I need to get a compressor, some dirt, a piece of glowstone. So I'm going to go ahead, and I don't have any refined iron anywhere, I don't think. But I can make some. I have plenty. Why did I come in here? All my iron is in the factory. Like I said, I have plenty of iron, so making some refined iron is not going to be a big deal. So we'll just throw that in there. I'm just going to turn this into some refined iron. So yeah, I'm going to need a machine block, and I'm going to need an electric circuit. So I want to get together all the resources I need for that, really. Okay, I have all my stuff together. So now, I also brought a crafting table with me, just because there's no reason for me to run all the way back to the other place to be crafting things. So there is the machine block. I didn't bring any stone with me, did I? Nope. No, I did not. Unprepared as always and forever. Tisk, tisk to me. Tisk, tisk indeed. Do I even have any stone? I don't think I do. Well, I'll just take some cobble and throw it in a furnace. And that should be good. Oops. Eat a piece of bread. Alright, there we are. And come back in here. Stop this for now, and I'm going to need this very soon. In the meantime, I can make myself a circuit. Right, I have redstone in here. Yes, I do. So, refined iron, copper cables, and redstone. And nope, still don't have enough stone. Okay, there we go. 6 stone. Take that. Electric circuit, stone. Why am I putting... Okay. Machine block. I didn't bring dirt. Oh, okay. So now I have to go back and get some of yay old dirt hay. Good dirt. So, that's the food chest. I need a stack of dirt. There we are. And run back to the facility. And let me double check what I need for this and make sure I haven't forgot anything. Nope, I'll be good. So, we need 3 dirt, a compressor, 2 refined iron, and a glowstone. And there's our recycler. That produces what's called scrap, which we will be needing later. Okay, so let me see here. Dirt, sand, gravel, all that goes there. All of the sap goes in here. ore, dust. Yeah, okay. Everything there seems good. Now all of that stuff will come here. And from there, it will be sorted into different chests. So, let's see here. I'm going to basically just throw a bunch of these guys down. Pick one of them back up. So let's see here. 2 ore chests, a scrap chest, and a valuable chest. That seems about right. Oh, I need a sap chest too. So I'm just going to pop back in. I'm just going to pop over here and use this condenser really quickly. Take this guy out and boop. Get a couple of them. That'll be fine. There we are. And get off my lawn, you kid. No one likes you. There we go. Didn't even give me a bone. Alright, so I'm going to want valuable or valuable scrap, rubber, coal, and other. Okay, that should be it, I think. Now I'm going to need to make something called a sorter. I only need to make a couple of these actually. So this is a red power thing. It's the equivalent of a diamond pipe. So I'm going to need to make a couple of red doped wafers, a filter. I'm going to need a bunch of these actually. A bunch of red doped wafers. So yeah, it's iron, red doped wafer, filter, red doped wafer, blue alloy, all that good stuff. I'm going to make myself a bunch of filters and a couple of those guys, and I'll be back with you after I do that. Okay, well, while some of the resources I need are smelting, we're going to do something else. The sorting system in Red Power relies on dyes. You basically paint the pipes different colors. So, I'm going to make myself some various dyes. Where did that yellow flower go? There it is. And if I mix yellow and red, it makes something else, I think. Yep, there's an orange. And there's a purple over here. Or indigo. For indigo dye. And I don't think that you can create anything else with indigo dye. Let's see here. I can get light blue dye. I can get purple dye if I mix it with red. Let's see here. Anything else? No. So basically I want to be mixing this with red to get purple. So let me just grab some junk. I know these aren't expensive, so 1, 2, 3. Oh my, I had a bunch of EMC left in here. So basically, I'm going to need 1 paintbrush, and I want 1 left over of each of these colors. So I'll just make sure, okay, what does... Yeah, I have nothing else I can do with that one. So I want to make sure I have 2 of every color at a minimum. 1 to keep and 1 to use. So, oh, orange dye is fine. And let's see here, what other... There should be... I know there's some sand around here to find cactus. Are there any squid? No, no squid at the moment. There's a sea this way, so we probably have a better chance at getting some squid over there. Oh, that's right, we have some light blue dye. There we go. Which means I need to make another indigo. There we are. And I actually think that's going to be good enough. Now what we need to do is we need to take some wool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll need 8 of those. And to make these paints, you just take a stick, a piece of wool, and there you get a paintbrush. And now we have to make the actual paint, which we will be needing flax seeds for, and a paint can, which is a bunch of tin plates, which is iron and tin. Alright, so I'm going to go and make a bunch of paint cans and get some flax seeds and all that good stuff, and we shall return shortly. Okay, and I'm back, so the first thing I want to do is throw down this guy, and this is the sorter. There we are. And we're going to want to take a pipe over to the macerator. Excellent. Now, what we're going to need for this leg of the journey is a filter. There we go. And this, ooh, can't have it going into itself. That would not be good. This guy will come over here to this electric furnace. Although I'm starting to have second thoughts about its position. I think what would be best... See, now I have to get my screwdriver out here. Okay. Ooh, full inventory. Don't need glowstone dust right now, but I do need the screwdriver. Or not the screwdriver, the wrench. Full inventory again. Let's see here. Don't need this dirt. And now I can grab this guy. And remember, this is just a factory, so partification isn't exactly our first priority. In fact, it's probably our last. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And instead, what I'm going to do is pull it around here like this. Nope. Come on, go up. Yep, there we go. And now, where'd that guy go? Electric furnace. I'll throw it down there. And loop-de-doo. Okay, and so that's the sorting chest over there. Of course, we'll worry about sorting last. So then, extractor, recycler, and yeah, nothing else. So I'll just get rid of that and that. Okay, so now what we have to do is assign all these things colors. I'm going to make that orange. Let's see here. sap is yellow, that makes sense. Do I have green? I don't have green. Recycling will be white for a cleaner planet. And that's all I'm going to need in the simple system here. And so now what we have to do is we'll start with the ores here. And I'm going to throw all of these paintbrushes into my inventory since I don't need them right now. Heal their uses, don't need the wrench. Not going to need the screwdriver for a bit. So when I come to this chest, I have a bunch of template ores here. And remember, ores are orange, so we're going to go into the sorter. And the first thing we want to do, we want to click this little icon here until it changes and there's this below it. Now, there's several ways you can do this. I like to do it this way. Basically what this does is anything that doesn't fit into one of these categories gets sent to this color here. I'm going to change it to a color we don't have at the moment, and it's black. So that just means that anything that's not put in the sorter will just randomly be cycled around until it has a place to go. And now, let's see here, this is orange, so gold ore, silver ore, iron ore, tin ore, copper ore, and that is orange. Alright, so these are in the orange column, and so that means they're all going to be piped down here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to yellow. And that's easy. All we need is one of our little sapilapis, or sticky resin, I guess. So we'll go in here, set it to yellow, and that is our sticky resin. And then we're going to need one dirt and a cobble, and those guys are going into white. Whoops. Which is the recycler, which creates scrap. And I'm also going to need one gravel and one sand, which are the other two practically useless materials you come across all the time while mining. So we'll just pop in here, junk chest. I got a piece of gravel. And I think I have a piece of sand in here somewhere. Yep. Okay. So now we got those, and we can turn them into scrappy. So we'll pop up here and do that. There we go. White and white. Wonderful. Now, I want to change this default color to one of the colors we haven't used. How about pink? And that is going to pipe items directly into this final chest anyway, and that's going to be the precious materials. So, or no, the precious materials are going to be pink. I think that's pink. Or is that pink? Let's see here. Paint. So there's, I'm pretty sure that's pink and the other one's magenta. So I'll just leave it there. And precious materials include diamond, redstone, lapis, nicolite, emerald, sapphire, emerald, uranium, and tungsten. Now the great thing about this is you can convert one of these, more than one of these columns to the same color. Since all the precious materials don't fit under one color, you can put them under multiple colors. Like so, and then you have everything under the sun all going into the correct chest. So that all looks good. Now, these things actually need power to run, And we are going to need bluetricity power, so if we go over to red power, bluetricity, and the best way to do that is the solar panels. So if we type in solar, we get these cute little solar panels, so we're going to need blue doped wafer and blue alloy ingot. So I am going to make a small set of these, and then I'll show you what we need to do with them. Okay, now that I have a couple of solar panels built, we need to make some blue alloy wire. And to make that, you just need 3 of these blue alloy ingots surrounded by your choice of color of wool. And I just made a bunch of them because I'm probably going to need a bunch of them. Now, these guys are great and all, and I need to find a place for them, so I may place them out here. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Seems to make sense, just, Can I place these, like, floating? No, they have to be under something. Okay, that slightly makes my plan harder. I think I'm going to go put them on this side. What am I being... Oh. I don't have a sword on me. It's in my bag. Ugh. Hello. Good day. Goodbye. Alright. Like I was saying, I'm going to go put these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, where they're not in the way as much. And I wonder if these things can run off of glowstone / jack-o'-lanterns. Don't have any off of me, but I will test that here shortly. First I have to get these things wired up and get the power into the house, so simply do some nice wiring like so, and pop on down, and here is our building. Okay, so after slightly destroying the foundation of our building, we can pull the wire up and into it. Oh, I already have my pickaxe on me. Silly, silly me. And now we go onwards to powering our machine.